Welcome to the short preview of the Getting Started in Time Management program from Bank Your Time. This is the first step towards living the life of your dreams. Now let's get down to business. I know you're very busy and you have no time. So let me not waste any of your time. I'm here to help you get your time under control. Many experts may suggest time management solutions, but let me start even before that. The problem is even more fundamental than time management. So what's the problem? You may think that the problem is missing or being late for meetings, not being able to deliver tasks on time, juggling too many tasks at the same time, having to do a lot in a little time. But these are not the problems. These are only symptoms. And time management is not the problem either. The real problem is actually getting started. So what's the problem with getting started? The problem may be that you're changing habits of a lifetime. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone. Or that you've tried unsuccessfully to manage time before and therefore you doubt that you can. Or you're afraid of failing, afraid of looking incompetent before your friends. I'm a time management expert and I have been a trainer, coach and consultant since 2002. In all this time, I've seen many more problems about getting started. These are the three biggest issues. Well, the good news is you're here now. The fact that you're watching this presentation and still here with me shows that you're motivated. So let's use this motivation to get you started. If the problem is comfort zone, make yourself uncomfortable. Only when you're dissatisfied or even disgusted with the current situation will you even try to change. If the problem is previous failures, it may be that you failed because you tried too much too quickly or because you did not follow a transformation process. The good news is I will teach you a transformation process that does not do too much too quickly. If the problem is fear of failure, think about this. If you try, you may succeed. But if you don't try, you definitely will not succeed. Do try. Think of the cost of the alternative. Would you rather look incompetent or be incompetent? How to change. If you were part of my coaching program, I would cover this point in greater depth. For now, for this preview, let me touch a few points. The first point is that the transformation process must be evolutionary and not revolutionary. What this means is that the change must be gradual, not drastic. Gradual change can be sustained. Drastic changes may not be sustained. What this means is that you change one thing at a time. Identify your top issue. Learn just about enough to address this issue and focus on making the change happen. Once you have changed, build on small successes. Celebrate each success and move on. Now, one of the things I do in my coaching program is leverage strengths. Here's a preview of how that works. What is it that you're excellent at? Everyone on this planet is excellent at something, is better at that one thing than anyone else. So what is it that you're proud of? What abilities and achievements are you proud of? How did you learn that? Can we leverage that into learning time management? By which I mean, can you either leverage the learning mechanism or the skill and learn time management? Now, in my time management coaching program, I look at time management in a holistic manner and address many issues. But here, for this preview, I'm looking at the three biggest issues in time management. The first is punctuality, remembering meetings and getting there on time. The second is deadline management, completing work on time. And third is task list management, accomplishing everything that's expected of you. Now here are a few tips on how to be punctual. The first is paper, and now technology remembers while the mind forgets. So put down on paper or in some electronic format what you want to remember. The second is you must use a single, consistent scheduling system. If half your appointments are on one system and the other half are on a different system, chances are you'll miss a few and double book yourself. Write down everything you need. Whom is this meeting with? What's the purpose of the meeting? When is it? And where is it? Don't overschedule yourself. Avoid conflicts. Set reminders, including the time it takes to get there. And when the alarm goes off, drop everything and go to the meeting. Now here are a few points about meeting deadlines. The first, write down what is expected of you and when. Second, avoid procrastination. Procrastination is the biggest obstacle to meeting deadlines. Third, identify the minimum you need to do on the task. While this sounds something like meeting expectations, there's a slight difference. The minimum is to make sure that you at least meet the acceptance criteria, even if it's not quite the expectation. Next, if you want to do more than that, do it after the minimum is achieved. Don't get sidetracked, don't go off chasing rabbits before the minimum is done. People appreciate bells and whistles only after their expectation is met. If you don't meet expectations and yet have a whole bunch of bells and whistles, it has no value. And finally, here are a few tips for managing your tasks. There are many strategies for prioritizing and filtering tasks. This is a very simple one. It's based upon when there are too many things on your plate, the best thing that you can do is just manage expectations. So ask for each task, is it a professional task? Is it related to your work or your studies? If it's a social task, is it something to do with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your social groups? Or if it's a personal task, within each, ask if it's a required task, if it's an obligation, or if it's a favor. And work on the tasks in the order professional before social before personal, and required before obligation before favor. Just meet your expectations. Don't go beyond that. Until you have time to spare, don't exceed expectations. Next steps. I do hope you enjoyed this preview of getting started in time management. If you need more help and if you would like to join my coaching program, do make an appointment for a free evaluation at https://bankyourtime.acuityscheduling.com/schedule.php. You can follow the link. You can follow the link below. If the schedule is not convenient to you, send me an email at prakash@bankyourtime.com with your availability for the next week. I will respond within 24 hours except during weekends and holidays.